Okay, so today we're going to look at how to solve a quadratic equation by factorising. So what I mean by factorising is I mean putting it into brackets. Okay, and we know that this is a quadratic equation because it has this x squared at the front. So the first thing to do when solving a quadratic equation is to ensure that it's always equal to 0, which in this case it is. And also to remember that a quadratic equation is going to have two brackets. So let's first look at how we can get this x squared. Well, obviously we can do an x times by an x will give me my x squared. Let's now have a look at this 14. How can I get 14? What two numbers can I times together to give 14? So I can do obviously 14 times 1, that's a nice simple one, or I can do 7 times 2. Perfect. So now let's have a think. We need to find a connection to this 9. So now you've drawn all of your factors of that last number, have a look and see which one has a connection to the 9. Hopefully you can see that the 7 and the 2 has a connection because I can do 7 add 2. So if I write 7 and 2 and notice that this green number here has got to equal to 9, for this to be true, my symbols have to be both positive. So we're going to have positive 7 and positive 2. So just double check that this is all done correctly and do this by expanding, which you can see in the other video tutorials on the website. And if we expand this, we're going to get x squared plus 2x plus 7x plus 14, which when we simplify will give this answer above. Okay, so I bet you're thinking now, we haven't actually solved this yet. So how can I solve this? Have a think for me. When two brackets are next to each other in algebra, what are they doing? So they are timesing. So we are doing this bracket times by this bracket. Perfect. So we need to think, okay, what number times a number gives me 0? Obviously, for that to be true, one of these brackets has to be 0. So let's say first, imagine that x plus 7 was equal to 0. Because 0 times any number gives me 0. But also, for this to be true, x plus 2 could also be 0. Which, when I rearrange this to find what x is, my answer is going to be x is equal to minus 7 and x is equal to minus 2. So the signs have just changed around here. And that is my final answer. Brilliant.